Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 money making methods. Now this video is going to go straight in the funny and glitch builds playlist, mainly because this is a funny build. It's not meant to be taken seriously, however it is there to prove the point that you can grind money in a minivan. So I decided to set myself the target of going for the hardest event of the bunch, which is the Tokyo Expressway 600 in my opinion, mainly because the cars are rocket ship fast and it's definitely overall a bit more of a difficult event to beat. So if you want to buy this car for yourself, you can purchase it for 75,000 credits from the Toyota dealer. It's putting out 296 brake horsepower, which might sound like a lot, but then if you go and look at the weight, it's weighing 2,210 kilograms. It's naturally aspirated, however, it does have a very useful four-wheel drive drivetrain. In all honesty, it will massively help this vehicle through the tighter sections of Tokyo. So let's get on to the build itself that I used for the Tokyo Expressway. Now I did actually use a livery for this, however I'm going to run you through what is on it. So in terms of the wheels, they are basically up anything from standard with a rim width of wide and an offset again of wide. In terms of the aero parts, we're going to go over to the front and it's going to be aero type B. At the side again, it's going to be type B. And at the rear again, it's going to be type B. In terms of the wing, it's the only option with aero type A. Then we're going to go on to the performance part shop. So this is what you'll need to match my build. It's weight reduction stage 1 and sports hard tyres. No other tyres are needed for this build. So just ensure you've got those two. And then from Club Sports, it's going to be bore up and high lift camshaft, as well as high compression pistons and weight reduction stage 2. Semi-racing is racing crankshaft, fully customizable computer, high RPM turbocharger, fully customizable LSD. And then down here, weight reduction stage 3. Racing is stroke up, engine balance tuning, polished ports, racing intercooler, racing air filter just next to it, as well as the racing silencer. Then down here in the left we've got racing exhaust manifold, which I just completely missed, racing brake pads, racing brake kit slotted, brake balance controller, customizable suspension, racing clutch and flywheel, torque vectoring center diff, fully customizable racing transmission, and then in terms of the extreme you would literally need nothing. So let's get on to the tuning sheet. We're going to be running sports hards on this car. Overall the tyre wear has been turned up at Tokyo, so just be aware of that. We've got the suspension and the height is set to 125 for both, anti-roll bar is 10 for both with a compression of 40, expansion for 50, natural frequency 320 at the front and 335 at the rear, negative camera angle there is 0, as well as toe angle. Differential is going to be all set to the minimum value of 5 with the torque vectoring center diff at 50/50. Fully customizable racing transmission set to 210. Now what you want to do with the manual adjustments is take your final drive all the way down to around about 140, which was around, pretty comfortable. For me, this will allow you to hit higher top speeds, as if you have it too long it will absolutely drag out the gears. Fully customizable ECU with a downforce set to 125 for both front and rear, high RPM turbocharger, racing intercooler, racing air cleaner, racing silencer, racing exhaust manifold, slotted discs, brake pads, and then we do have like kind of the odd bits. With clutch and flywheels racing, and then on the main performance parts we literally have everything installed apart from increased body rigidity. So ensure you got all the weight reductions and all the engine mods. It should come out at 597.25. In terms of the event, you want to head over into Asia and go up here to Tokyo Expressway in Japan. Go over to this event here, the World Touring Car 600, it's the 12 lap event, and go ahead and enter it. So let's talk about this build itself and how to run it. In terms of difficulty, you definitely want to run easy. Anything else over that and the AI will absolutely eat you up for breakfast. When I first ran this, I was going for a high downforce build, hoping that realistically the tight sections of Tokyo was really where I could make the time up. However, it just wasn't enough. My overall top speed was far too low. However, by putting the final drive all the way down and limiting it to around about 210 on the gears, massively helped give me a higher top speed by around about 20 miles per hour, allowing me to be able to sit in a slipstream of vehicles. If you really want to attempt this, I fully recommend just wall riding. You still get the clean race bonus. Again, the only thing you can't do is hit the AI or run the last hairpin and get a penalty. You will lose your clean race bonus then. So now let's move into the strategy for this vehicle. So essentially what you're going to want to do is run in a pattern, and by that I mean on the main straight run fuel mix 1. Once you're off the wall after turn 1, turn it down to fuel mix 6. Doing this will allow you to run a single stop strategy, which is highly recommended. Anything more than a single pit stop in this vehicle and you are not going to get the win. The main downside of this vehicle overall is its top speed, but however through the tighter sections it's absolutely fantastic in terms of its handling. Even with the kind of less aero on this thing, it really does grip. That four-wheel drive system is massively beneficial to this vehicle and makes it a joy to drive even on the sports hards in the wet conditions. However, there is a few drawbacks. I've found that the fuel consumption isn't brilliant. Even with the weight taken off, this is a bit of a thirsty car, so you definitely want to be turning that engine down once you get to the tighter sections. Yes, you will be quite slow through there, however on easy difficulty the AI will be as well. And at the end of the day, just remember this is a bit of a joke build. I know April Fool's was yesterday, however I am obviously here to cover a money method for each of the new cars, so the Toyota Alphard is, well, part of that. Once you get to lap 4, this is realistically when the conditions are going to begin to dry out, when you kind of go from inters conditions to dry tyre conditions, and you'll notice your lap times massively increasing. I was able to hit a consistent 2 minutes 13 at this point. Your first and only pit stop, you want to do this at the end of lap 6. This is the only pit stop you're going to be doing. I fully recommend a new set of sports hards, mainly because the drop off is quite drastic here and the tyre wear has been increased from 15 times to 25 times, hence why I chose not to run the medium tyres. In terms of the fuel, again, just fill it to full and repeat the strategy. Fuel mix 1 on the straight and everywhere else fuel mix 6. This will give you plenty enough fuel to get across the line. It may even allow you to turn the vehicle up for that final lap and just absolutely get the event done. It's all basically rhythm with this vehicle of just turning it up, turning it down and going through those corners as fast as you can, which is the main strength of this vehicle. Once we got to lap 10, this is where we took the overall lead. With the NSX having to take an extra pit stop, we did manage to pull out a bit of a gap at the end of around about 12 seconds. So we did manage to get this event done in around about 27 minutes, which is nothing mind-blowing. However, it does prove that even a minivan can go ahead and win Tokyo if you try hard enough. So we got an overall time of 27 minutes 36 seconds 0.504 with a gap of around about 11.3 seconds to the Mazda RX-7 in P2. Fastest lap was actually set by the AI, which was a 2:11.423 on lap 8, around about 2 seconds faster than what we were pulling in the Alphard. So there we have it. Yes, you can grind cash with the minivan. The Toyota Alphard is a viable build. Yes, it is not the fastest. However, it is my job to cover a build and review all of the cars from update 1.31. So with the Alphard done, I will be doing the Mazda 3 next, which I do have a build for. And again, it does feel very similar to the Toyota Alphard. Not a rocket in a straight line. However, the four-wheel drive system in these vehicles massively help them out through the tighter sections, which is realistically where you want to be making up your most time. So that is going to be it from me today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you don't miss an upload from me. I upload GT7 and motorsport content each and every day for your viewing pleasure. Big thank you to my sponsors, Poggers and the Controller people, for their continued support, as well as my channel members and you guys that tune in each and every day for these builds and everything else Gran Turismo 7. I'll have my Twitter, my Discord and my donation link in the description down below. Have a fantastic day, guys. Peace.